Okay, I know what you're all thinking. I'm just another crazy backwoods hillbilly conspiracy nut. But I'm telling you the truth. I've been seeing some crazy ass things out here. And I mean some crazy things. At first it just started out as noises and the feeling of being watched. But now I can see them in the tree line behind my cabin. I'm not talking about no Bigfoot or some mountain lion. These things are not right. Not natural. The only word I can think of to describe them is kaiju. Yes, kaiju. The Japanese word that means strange creature. And by God, that's what they are. They're not no Godzilla either, so don't loop me in with that group. These things are real. And sure as hell not as big as buildings. No, the ones I've been seeing out here are about the size of a deer, but built more like a big cat. Only they're not a cat at all. Their skin's leathery with some kind of armored plating on their back. Look, I know it sounds weird, but you gotta believe me. Some of my neighbors say they've been seeing them now too. And seeing how the closest neighbor is about half a mile down these back roads, I say these things are traveling. Hell, where do I begin? Guess I'll just start with the storm. So a few weeks ago, there was a crazy ass lightning storm that came out of nowhere. Strangest thing I've ever seen until these things started appearing. Like I was saying, this storm came out of nowhere in the middle of the night. Damn phone lit up with tornado warnings, flash floods, everything else. Wasn't like I was asleep though. The damn thunder sounded like a war zone. Lightning too. The sky could give somebody a seizure. It was the first time I've ever seen something like that. Damn lightning was striking in my backyard over and over and over again. Shit was terrifying. Then there was this huge boom sound right before the sky lit up like a cop's flashlight on a drunken night. Couldn't see a damn thing. And then nothing. No rain, no thunder, no wind, no sound at all. It was just dark and uncomfortably silent, even out here in the middle of nowhere. Whole town was talking about it for days. The Evans said they saw a lightning bolt when the final flash appeared. They have this super ultra dark windshield on their car. Bet you they were smoking a doobie. But anyways, they said this lightning bolt was about 5 times thicker than an average lightning bolt. And where it hit is even stranger. There's an old folklore legend about those parts of the woods being cursed with the souls of creatures from a long time ago when abominations ruled the world. Right? This is crazy. Are you getting what I'm saying? Freak storms, lightning strikes, and cursed woods, and now these things are stalking around out there? It's all linking together. Anyways, so after the storm, everyone was freaking out for a little bit, and then they just went back to normal. That didn't last long though. The Johnsons were the first to hear them. It took like 3 nights before they said anything to anybody. But like normal people, everybody tried to play it off as wolves or mountain lions. Then Johnny and his brother Jeff heard it outside their cabins at the lake 5 miles out of town. Soon everybody else heard them too, including me. And let me just tell you, it was terrifying. I laid up all night with my rifle ready for one of those bastards to come through my window. Let's just say I no longer have windows on my cabin. Been thinking about moving into my treehouse too. Built the thing a couple years ago, but now I think it might be safer just to live in it. If you've heard them, you do the same. It was like hearing a predator's death scream, only being forced through a tube full of glass shards. Worse is that there was more than a couple of them out there. I have 1,000 rounds of ammo now, just in case. These noises never went away, and everybody always feels like they're being watched. No one goes out alone anymore, not even to throw away the trash. And no one's sure as hell going outside without a gun either, and never after dark. Especially now that we've all seen them. I was the first this time. I couldn't get the best view of it, but it was enough for me to know it was not an animal native to this land. Maybe a thing from long ago, but it couldn't be alive now. After everyone else saw it, it was decided that the town was going to have a curfew. But we all knew that was just a band-aid on the growing sore. The local police, Jimmy, Brett, and Austin, the chief, they're not doing squat other than hiding out like the rest of us. Not even the mayor is calling in for help, the asshole. We're completely sitting ducks out here and need help. But since help isn't coming, I can at least get the word out. Because let's be real, people, this is a growing problem. And it's going to be in your backyards too. And soon. That's why you need to know the truth so you can be prepared. Believing will help you survive. But preparedness is the fortress that will defend your life, people. Do you get what I'm saying, right? Okay, let me get myself together for this here. Let's go over the lineage of events and the facts they provide. First, there was a freak lightning storm that caused an abnormal lightning bolt to hit in the cursed part of the woods. Second, people started hearing scary sounding creatures in the middle of the night in the woods just days after. Third, there's multiple of these creatures out there, not just one. Fourth, from the distance between the folks who've heard them, it's safe to assume that they're traveling a good distance. 5. Sighting events started soon after many people in the backwoods and close to town heard them, but the creatures ensure only parts of them are seen. 6. Their appearance is unlike any normal animal, standing about 4 feet tall from the ground to their head, with a big cat-shaped body, leathery skin, armor plating on their back, and glowing red eyes. Lastly, no attempts on attacking anybody has occurred at this point. From what I can gather with this little bit of information, it's like some kind of stalking pattern. It's like they're trying to scare us or torment us. Is this some kind of new creature, or is it a government experiment? Whatever it is, I don't think it's long before something worse happens out here. For those of you who believe me, stay safe and be prepared. I'll give everyone updates when any new information or anything else happens. This marks the beginning of the Kaiju Watch podcast, episode 1, the beginning, because I believe this is the beginning of something much, much worse. But until next time, stay safe, listeners.